From his,
Did you happen to see any of the hostages that were mentioned?
Oh yeah, did I see any? I didn't see any, right?
You did not.
I did not see any in the floors that I, the floor that I.
Did you tell them about the dungeon door?
Oh yeah. There was a dungeon door at the base of the stairs in the floor that I entered though. So there's probably a basement or an underground passage or whatever that leads to the where they're being held. But I didn't have enough time on the magic that I was using to get in and check it out before.
How far away from the tower are we right now?
That's a great question. I'm gonna say 200 feet, maybe.
All right.
Collin, were you reading that upside down book there, guy?
Oh fuck! It was upside down, man.
Yeah.
It's
they had
blank.
money in it too.
I didn't know about that. I just happened to open to the page, and yeah, that's not that much.
Fucking loaded, dude.
Yeah, this is my money book. It's got, never mind.
Do we have any sort of signaling device or anything? I don't know what that would be. But...
let me check.
I don't really have any shit.
I could summon my griffin. No, I won't. No, I don't really have anything that I thought I had a.
So
I mean, does anyone have a Does anyone have like a piece of glass or like a mirror? Oh no, it's overcast, so we couldn't even do that.
yeah.
Correct.
Sindrik, how does your invisibility work? Or actually, before instead of that, Haer'Dalis, do you have a way to get onto the roof? Actually, no, because we just went over you not having a signal. Yeah, Sindrik, how's your invisibility work?
Well, I cast a spell and I become invisible.
Only you? Only you?
I mean, I have the ability to make the group of us invisible.
I can, well... what I was thinking is we could have one person get over onto the roof to get in position, and then signal us, and then I can teleport the other 5 of us over to the tower.
What the
Because you
fuck?
have that fucking
You guys.
thing.
I can fly.
The way that it would work if I were to make all of us invisible, we would have to remain within kind of a little huddle, and as soon as you leave the range of whoever I set as the focal point for this, you become visible again.
Okay, so how long does your invisibility last?
I can actually
1 second.
fly and go invisible too. I have potions.
Let's all fly.
1 second. Well,
I want to fly sky high. Know what I'm
so
saying?
my flying, I don't know if Bear would let me fly while like clinging to the wall to just get to the top of the tower.
What?
Because I can just actually fly, but I can only fly up to like 40 feet.
How do you
A
cling
turn.
to a tower and fly?
You said the tower was 3 stories, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He walked
So
away.
you could fly up like a good 10 feet above the top of it.
Functions as invisibility.
Wait, you can only fly 40 feet in the air a turn, right? Not just total.
I think he only lets me fly up to 40 feet.
Like you get
high.
scared once you go to 41 or something.
I don't know.
It's probably just
Hey,
his
Bear.
wings can't handle the wind
Oh,
up there.
right.
Hey
or something.
Bear,
What's up?
how high can I fly given like would I be able to fly myself to the top of the tower?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Uh,
I figured that. I mean,
Yeah.
like, because normally in combat, I think you said that like I can only go up to 40 feet high. But
I think most of the combat has been. I've been
a
capping.
lot of it's been indoors.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I've been
Yeah.
having ceilings to prevent
And
you from
The
going
last
higher.
one, I didn't try to go any higher than 40 feet high.
Correct.
So,
You stayed like 25 feet off the ground last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, how long
Anyway.
does your invisibility last?
Uh,
I'm assuming
I'm-
long enough that you could get over there, cast a spell, and then
shit.
we would know.
12 minutes is the most I can do right now.
Okay, that's plenty to go way
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, especially because you're flying and you have pretty good fly speed.
Well, this is, I mean, invisibility sphere and invisibility have the same duration, but we're talking invisibility sphere or sphere right now, I think.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. What you want to do is have Sindrik go to the top of the tower and signal us. And
I
once
was just gonna have him like fireball the people on the top of the tower.
okay.
I like this plan. I like this plan a lot.
Well, why not have Sindrik at the top of the tower, and I can be at the base, and I can
And sneak attack him or something.
I can backstab one of the people on the bottom, and then as that is happening, you guys can come over the. Well, you guys can start. I would say it's a bit of a walk from here to there.
I can just teleport everybody.
Oh well, then right when you
Tower.
notice that happening, Sawyer and I can act as at the same time.
Yeah, that
You can
works.
fight,
too.
and then right as that happens, that's the signal. Boom, you guys are there, and then most likely the guys in the top are fucking fried. One of the guys down below has a sword in his guts. So
And then the other one's surrounded by the rest of us.
I really like this plan.
Alright.
Hold on. How many people are on top of this tower?
2.
Kyle said there was 2. Yeah.
there was 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. However, there's probably 3 more somewhere in the tower since there was a total of 7 sleeping bags.
Where are you guys teleporting in?
The base.
The base. I
Right,
also would like to
so-
mention that since there are potentially hostages inside, I would like you to do as little damage to the tower as possible, Sindrik.
I
I mean, it's a stone tower. There's not
that's
much.
why
you
I
can-
asked if we had seen the hostages. If
Unless-
we
yeah.
had seen the hostages or confirmed that there were no hostages anywhere in there, I'd just
Yeah.
knock the whole thing down.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's a
Uh,
stone tower, so I don't know how you could knock it down.
I mean, some lightning
because-
bolts, some fireballs. I'm
But
sure I could do
Sindrik,
damage.
jet fuel can't melt stone beams, Sindrik.
I mean, jet fuel can't melt stone beams, but what is jet? And also, I'm sure several lightning bolts can knock a tower
You guys,
down.
I think this is the first time we've actually planned before a fight.
I don't really know what's going on.
Basically,
So-
just,
No, I'm gonna
going
hit
to
something
say-
really hard. I'm waiting.
I'm gonna
waiting.
tell. Okay,
But this is a
first
good
I'm gonna
plan.
I'm gonna ask Sabina and Uhtred. Do you guys don't mind being in melee range?
Oh, dude, I got a big ass sword.
I punch things.
Sounds good. All right. So
Eh,
Let's do it.
I'm ready to go whenever you two are in position.
one more question.
Go ahead.
These people that were on top of the tower, did they have bows? Did they have swords?
Yes, they looked like they were archers.
Okay.
They very obviously had large bows.
Okay. I might have to do some extra prep here to, since I'll be up there with 2 of them. I don't want to get fucked.
You don't want to take 110 damage worth of arrows to your chest?
No, not particularly.
And then fall a good 60 feet.
Is that-
So
Well, no,
let me-
because the towers, he'd fall onto the tower, presumably.
Let
Oh,
me
true.
let me
Really, even
check.
from like the arrows giving him knockback since they're great bows.
I mean,
I would assume that's a thing.
I don't believe so.
That is
Alright.
awesome.
So let's see here. I've got mage armor. I'll probably need that. I've got protection from arrows. I'll probably need that. Where's my other defensive spell? I think no, not no. I have shield. I'll probably need that. I have defensive spells, by the way.
Apparently.
So
Balthassar,
let me check the duration on mage
Yes.
armor.
how does your teleport work?
Everyone coming with me needs to be. I need to be touching them.
Ah, group hug, man.
Just put your hands on my shoulder.
Okay, so I can
love this.
definitely mage armor and
Ouch.
have plenty of time because it's 1 hour per level.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, man. It's a pretty tall tower. You only move like 40 feet every fucking 6 seconds. I don't know if you have time.
Let me check protection from arrows.
Are you
1
teleporting
hour
soon, or
per
am I just
level
hugging
until
you for no reason?
discharged. Sick. And let me check shield.
Banner.
Sorry. If this is the plan we're going with, I love it. I just don't want to die.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good plan,
Since
guys.
since we're planning this, Sindrik's actually thinking a little bit.
It's literally the first time we've had a chance to plan, really.
It really is.
Like he does have the ability to think before doing. Okay, so shield is 1 minute per level. Shield creates an invisible tower shield-sized mobile disc of force that hovers in front of you and negates magic missile attacks directed at you. Disc also provides a +4 shield bonus to AC. Bonus applies against incorporeal touch attacks since it is a force effect. The
Well,
shield
while
has
he's
no armor
doing
check
that,
penalty or arcane. Okay.
I can probably guarantee a solid strike on the person that I'm gonna hit. So, unless I fail catastrophically,
You gotta
I
stab
don't-
them and...
I'm not even sure even if you fail, it's gonna matter. There's the
Yeah.
2 people at the base are gonna be surrounded by like
Yeah,
5
you
people.
accidentally seppuku yourself and roll sneak attack against yourself.
Because you weren't expecting yourself to betray you in this manner. Alright, so
I'll probably leave with Sindrik.
Yeah.
And we can set ourselves up, and then, you know.
yeah,
How close
so
do we need to get, Chris?
we're good. I can go. Let's see.
How
Let me figure out
long
how
is
far
it gonna take to get to the tower from here?
15 minutes, I think I said.
Yes. Yes.
I can go 880 feet. We're
Okay.
good.
Well, you guys can. I need to know when I need to pop invisibility, and when I'll be
You
able
are-
to.
Once you're done setting up all your stuff, just you and Haer'Dalis are gonna go invisible, and then once I see a big explosion at the top of that tower, we're gonna go.
bamfing in.
I mean, Sindrik, you're small
Yeah,
enough
you'll
and
see
light enough.
crazy shit at the top of the
Yeah,
tower.
we're close enough that we could see a fireball. at
You're
the top
you're
of-
small enough that I imagine if you're approaching the tower, by the time you get about halfway there, they probably won't really take that much notice of you, and by that point, you can probably, because you're only like 2.5 feet tall, so
Yeah.
they're gonna think you're
So-
some like bird or some shit.
The biggest bird.
I'm
Are
a
they
big-
wrong?
Eagle.
I'm the Eagles.
Eagle.
Except those are way bigger than I was.
Caw.
So let me check my spells per day because I have plenty of spells per day. I just gotta make sure I mark this all. This is the most shit I've had to do. For
Well, every
fight
time we get
preparation.
into a fight, we're like walking around, and all of a sudden people show up.
Boom.
and we just get thrown into combat.
Or we were in a tournament. Yeah.
Or we
So,
were in
like-
a tomb where there wasn't really much anything besides, hey, there's the enemy. It's attacking.
And the
I don't
only
know,
other
just-
time was like we talked our way out of a fight, or Sawyer did.
Yeah, that was like the fight with Debbie and them. I talked everybody down.
It was Filthy
Harold.
Herald. Yeah.
Filthy Herald,
On the
yeah, I
boat.
talked everyone down.
They kind of clumped together at the recap, but yeah, there was actually like 5 distinct fights that happened in that 3-second recap.
Let's see here. So that's my right. Okay. All right. Gotta mark off the appropriate usage of spells per day here.
How are you gonna go for like this guy?
Yeah, I have a way to see past my enemy's defenses.
So I'm casting Mage Armor, I'm casting Shield, and I'm casting Protection from Arrows. So, do I have any other defensive spells here that I need? I have
Most of my
Resistance, but I
defenses.
don't think.
Hurry, Cassio.
That's-
Resistance
Oh,
is
hold on a
saves.
second.
Okay, yeah, I'm not too worried about that right now. I have Color Spray, but that's defensive, but not in the same way. Floating Disc isn't defensive. I've got it, and I have to cast Invisibility, so 2 and 2 for first and second level, and I do have blink, but I'm not. I'll cast that when I need it.
Blink
Sorry,
isn't.
I misread. I can take 2 people with me.
Oh.
So one person
counting
has
you?
to.
Dibs.
One person could just run.
I'm not
Money
running.
hugging you.
She's a monk. She's fast as hell.
She has a 60-foot run speed,
Yeah.
walk
she can-
speed. So yeah, she can sprint.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's just see this one person.
All this happens and like everybody's distracted, but one of the people on like the second floor of the tower looks out there like,
the
why
fuck?
is there a monk running at us?
It-
And then the top explodes and the bottom
It's like
is
Monty
just-
Python.
it's just exactly. Yeah.
They just hear Wilhelm screams all around them, just "Ah!" And then they look out. There's a soul monk running at them.
Have it!
All right, so
It's a good plan.
2
Alright,
first
so,
levels and a second level.
Just like
Uh,
Monty Python. That's so,
so,
it's the best scene in the
first-
movie.
2 and 2. Okay. All right. So I marked down the appropriate spells used. I have +8 armor right now, or +8 AC on top of my normal, and I also have protection from arrows up. So for bear, protection from arrows. The warded creature gains resistance to ranged weapons. The subject gains damage reduction 10 slash magic against ranged weapons. This spell doesn't grant you the ability to damage creatures with similar damage reduction. Once the spell has prevented a total of 10 points of damage per caster level, maximum 100 points, it is discharged. So
you resist the first 120 damage of arrows in increment.
well,
100.
it's
It goes up
maximum of
to
100.
100,
So
Oh,
I
okay.
resist the first 100 points of damage.
And
Well,
it-
it's damage reduction 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so like if it
Yeah.
If it does like 12 damage, you take 2 and 10 points are subtracted from the total.
Yeah.
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 So
How long does that last? It's
that
not
one-
gonna matter. These guys are gonna die.
that one
before-
lasts that one is 1 hour per level.
Okay.
Shield is the one that is 1 minute per level, so that one lasts 12 minutes.
Yep.
But that one's gonna be cast whenever it's appropriate range
Yeah.
to
Also,
make sure
Sawyer,
that it's-
or Sindrik, wait for my initiation.
I'll
because
wait for some Wilhelm screams.
I need to set up first before I can strike. So
Yeah.
they need to
Yep.
be unaware. These
And
guys
then
are fucked, man. These guys are fucked.
and then for reference, I'm probably going to be. Oh shit! How loud are my wings? Probably not very, right?
Not very.
Am I gonna have to move silent as well?
I mean,
You probably.
you should.
I don't think you'd have to roll very high since.
You probably don't have to roll very high, but since wings are a little more difficult to control the sound.
I'd say
of
at
before-
most, but yeah, you'll
Yeah.
be
That's
invisible.
my
So,
move silent. Oh god, that's my move silent roll.
well, the
But they're
thing
probably
is,
just gonna be confused because they'll be like, "What the fuck's that
Yeah.
buzzing?"
they'll hear a distant flapping, but it will be disembodied. It'll be pretty confusing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
You're-
will distract them from what will
So-
happen at the bottom.
So what I'm gonna do is this the top of the tower right here, or is that the bottom?
Yeah, that's the top.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position myself to be standing like right here. Like I'm gonna kind of get
You
there.
can go ahead and move your tokens there
Yeah.
at the bottom. You can move
I'm-
them to where you want to be.
I'm gonna get to that point, and I'm gonna instead of hovering around them, waiting for the. Oh fuck! I have to. I'm not gonna be able to see Kyle from here.
Correct.
Fuck.
I'm invisible anyway, so you wouldn't be able to see me regardless. But you'll hear someone grunt in pain.
Well, what if they're not loud enough to reach the top of the tower?
I will hurt them. You will hear them.
Oh.
You're going to take a lot of fucking damage.
All right, so I'm gonna position myself right here and just
Okay.
hope that I can hear the screams of horror.
Okay.
I will
anything,
actually
Kyle
make
can
note to
scream.
Haer'Dalis to
I mean,
make
do you
sure
want me-
that guy is
Do
screaming.
you want me to like do a whistle right before I fucking gut him? Do you want me to like do a
Or
whistling
like
noise?
as you do it, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
make sure that he can scream.
Oh, he'll scream.
Or he'll just die.
JK, you decided to kill the one mute in the game.
Oh! And if he's not loud enough, you can just make a lot of noise.
You would
Okay,
hear-
well,
Yeah.
so before, just as I have a feat called Deft Strike.
Yep.
And what that lets me do is I can take a standard action. Let me just send the complete adventure. I can take a standard action to make a spot check versus their armor class. And what that lets me do is for my following, up until the end of my next turn, I ignore their armor. But it's only armor bonus and natural armor bonus. So if they have any like deflection or whatever, that still applies.
Yeah. It makes them touch essentially.
I might actually change my positioning here. One second.
Death strike, blah blah blah. As standard action, you can attempt to find a weak point. Try to spot check against a DC equal to their armor class. If you succeed, your next attack against a target ignores the target's armor bonus and natural armor bonus. Other AC bonuses still apply.
It makes them touch essentially.
Yes. So I would do that in the round before.
Yes.
Invisible behind this poor bastard. And so I need to make a spot check against his armor class, which I might actually fail.
I need you to roll move silently as well, Haer'Dalis. Again.
Sure.
Hey Bear, I'm gonna actually position myself right
Get
there
a 1,
instead.
Kyle.
Okay.
Even
You
if
think
it's a 1?
you think you're pretty sneaky?
Okay. So this is the spot check. Fuck.
You do not pass.
Okay. Damn. Well, let's hope I don't fucking miss, guys, because this will be a pretty big whiff. But he is flat-footed, so maybe that'll help.
Even if you miss, you might Sawyer moved.
Now,
Well, that was just that I'm deciding to position myself.
I
there
know we
instead of where
changed
I
the
was.
rules slightly on sneak attack, so if I miss my first strike,
Your second strike can still sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it's one sneak attack per round.
Your first
Yes.
hit sneak attack is your
Okay.
only sneak attack, is what we decided.
Well, I didn't know
Yes.
if I had to like say, oh, this is my sneak attack. Oh, I missed. That means I
Yeah.
don't get it anymore. Okay. So basically, Sawyer, if you're all set,
Let me make sure. I'm just double checking everything here.
Collin's
Let's
getting
see
antsy.
here. All variable numeric effects of a spell modified by this feat are maximized. A maximized spell deals maximum damage.
That's alright.
This is gonna be such overkill.
Are not affected nor are spells without
Jesus
random
Christ.
variables. The maximized spell uses up.
Should I
spell
poison
slot
my
2 levels
weapon
higher.
too? While we're at it?
That might be
Okay.
a little overkill.
That seems
Alright,
unnecessary.
I have to double check real quick to make sure. What's the other feat? Dual energy. That doesn't use up a spell slot higher, does it?
I don't believe so. Because
I mean,
that's the
I'm-
one that lets you switch energy types between the two chosen ones, right?
Yeah.
I think that keeps it the same level.
I'm gonna double check.
I'm excited for this
This one's
teleporting.
just for flavor.
Me
This
too.
one's just for flavor, but I want to be sure. Oh fuck.
My God. Jesus.
I'm just gonna say this now in case shit's going crazy when we actually land. That's gonna be my dodge target when I get there.
Okay, dual energy uses up a spell slot of its normal level, so.
Yep.
If things go bad, I can activate my sandals of springing and striding to get the fuck away from this anyway.
I don't see how this could go poorly.
I got
Alright,
a
I'm
big
ready.
ass sword.
As they're just like level 1 derps that Bear just threw in, and we're just wasting all this time.
They're not level.
Okay.
They
You
might
You
They
missed
might-
with a 19.
they might seem like they're level 1 once you're done with them, but they are not level 1.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to make a sneak attack upon this target. Okay, let's do it. So here comes as I'm swinging, I kind of do a distinct whistling noise, but not as something to alert him before I swing.
Yeah.
So. All right, sneak attack. First hit. Don't miss, Kyle. Don't miss.
20.
Oh yes!
So you swing, and despite your study, you catch on a portion of his armor.
Oh.
Like gong, and he just turns
Alright,
around.
well,
He's just like,
as
"What the hell?"
Still in attack in here.
Bear's so happy.
I still can sneak attack though, because this all happened at once, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my second attack is also at the same bonus. 1 second. This is also with my main hand weapon. Because with 3 attacks with a dual wield, it's main hand, offhand, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can choose. You get 2 main hands and an offhand.
There we go.
You hit.
Alright, so I wish that was an 18. Oh, I wish that was an 18.
Because you have a rapier, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is 1d6 plus 5 plus 66.
Jesus.
So 23, and then the third attack is with my short sword at plus 14.
Okay, so
Wow.
you roll a d100.
What a fucking horrible
Seppuku!
It's okay, we're still in surprise rounds. Okay, so your first attack, it clangs off of his armor. He turns, what the hell? While he's surprised, you manage to nick him, like in the neck area. And he is like, your third attack also clangs off of his armor.
Terrible rogue.
Sindrik, go ahead and make your moves.
So, upon hearing this, Sindrik's just gonna, while still invisible, he's just gonna yell out to these two, "Eat dicks, you racist fucks!" And, so I'm casting Maximize Lightning Bolt, and instead of it being lightning, it's now fire. So,
Firebolt.
it's gonna be basically
A
fireball.
giant wave of fire.
Yeah, and it's maximized, so that's 60 damage, but they do get a reflex save for halving.
Okay, what's the save? It's 10 plus your spell level plus your sorcerer, so charisma. Because it's meta magic, it does count as spell levels higher from being cast as a higher level.
So 16 plus, so 22.
22, okay.
That's a save. Jesus.
Okay, so the one immediately in front of you, the chick, she manages, you shout and she turns around and everything's fucking, it's crazy. She, you said 60 damage?
60.
Okay, so she manages to sort of dodge out of the way a little bit, and just mostly gets scorched, and the guy beside her, Bay caught him slipping. He turns around and there's just this wall of flame coming at him, and he's just totally incinerated by it.
Just ash.
And that was kind of aimed so that it wouldn't specifically hit because the wall's like 3 feet tall, right?
Yeah. Something
yeah,
like
so that was aimed specifically so that it goes over the wall, so there's just a large 120-foot
okay.
of fire in the fucking sky.
So I'm sorry, because it's aimed like that. Sorry, he gets his body back. Oh shit,
Whoa.
that's wrong.
I mean, that's about to not be wrong.
That's not wrong, but I have to find this guy again.
So he's just kind of legs.
Yeah, precisely.
Hello, miss. How are you today?
And
Hey, they call me Discount Jon Snow. I've got a new around here.
that you're and
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna teleport these two. I'm gonna look at them smirk, go, here we go, and I'm gonna grab their shoulders and we're gonna go.
and Sabina's running. Okay, roll initiative.